This is Germany, a country that has been doing its own thing in terms of economic growth. It is one of the largest economies in the world and has even been ranked the fourth largest economy. Germany is not a resource-rich country, and above this problem, it has also been struggling with tons of many other issues. In terms of modern economics, it has a very different way, as compared to others, in conducting its economy to keep it still flaming in the top 5 position. Today, Germany is not a trading hub at the local point of the world's oceans, and its population is large, but not huge compared to most economic superpowers. But this should not be the reason why you should underrate them. In this video, we are bringing to you the reasons why we should never underestimate Germany, and why it might just end up surprising us all. Germany is in a session of a recession, and this has made many folks to think of it as a dying economy. Yes, it's a common imagination that almost everyone in the world has, but Germany has been a country that has maintained its steam over many years. Despite the ongoing mediocrity about its economy, Germany could end up being the third largest economy, overtaking the stagnating economy of Japan. It has done this before, despite the economic challenges that have also impacted its closest neighbors. Germany has had a system of economic management that it has championed over the last 70 years, which attempts to combine the best factors of capitalism, push renovation, competition, and the efficiency of the free trade market with strong social policies that don't necessarily come at the expense of those factors, but actually complement them. All advanced economies in the world usually have a system of economic management, which are primarily market-driven capitalist economies with a uniform list of government interventions like social welfare, market controls, taxes, and international trade deals. All advanced economies have some form of taxation, which goes to indirectly fund everything the government does, and one of the best expenses is social welfare. This includes everything from paying people who can't find work to those who can't work due to disability, all the way to target welfares like child allowances. Welfare payments tend to fulfill more than one single economic objective, and primarily they make sure that no one starves or have to resort to crime to support themselves. Taxes and welfare are as much as a contribution in controlling the economy as they are about raising government revenue and making sure people are looked after. Advanced economies also have in common something we call market controls, that controls how market participants conduct themselves. Their governments usually oversee and help mitigate any complaints or issues in the market by making sure that deals are honored. These economies also have a strong focus on how to make investments on projects that benefit the common citizens. This could be infrastructure such as roads that let individuals conduct their businesses. Goods and services like roads and defense are what most economists call non-exclusive, as in anybody can use them regardless of how much they contribute towards them, but they normally all still have a massive economic value. Taxes, social welfare, public investment, market controls, and trade policies are all features of an advanced economy. We have looked into them in the essence that they hold much similarities for successful economies than the differences. In the differences, this is where Germany pulls out to add another system to help it stay stable economically and retain its position. For Germany, it is currently facing lots of challenges that are going to be more difficult for them to manage their way out of this economic burgage. The war in Ukraine and the global slowdown in demand for things like vehicles are all going to injure Germany more than basically any other advanced economy in the world. So they improvised a new method to prevent this from happening through a specific approach we call as Rhine capitalism. First, before we dive further into that, let's understand how Rhine capitalism came to be. For over 33 years, the economy of Germany has been in existence, and before that it was split into two, the East and the West. The Soviets controlled the East region, while the capitalists controlled the West. Before its reunification, West Germany was run by the use of Rhine capitalism. So it's this Rhine capitalism that the modern Germany has improvised to keep it ahead economically. Now, how does it work? Rhine capitalism is a free market system where most of the industry is performed by private enterprise with a profit motive. So the people who work in this enterprise have to work harder to ensure that they get paid more. Initially, it was believed that one of the main factors promoting this system was the need to make workers happy. Rhine capitalism was a form of compromise that made sure that workers were still looked after and benefited from the market system, so they didn't get any idea about seizing the means of production or any of that nonsense. Germany also has an incredibly well-educated population, which has helped build out all of the world-leading companies that have become much more valuable and much more sustainable global exporters. They include the world-famous automobile and sportswear manufacturers, alongside many other companies that are responsible for building capital investments of our modern global economy. Germany's strong economic foundation mostly comes from making its people as productive as possible. The country has smart workers, and it holds its companies to very high standards, so it benefits from the standards it builds for itself. Talk of the Made in Germany items, which are loved and sold all over the world. The quality is especially appealing for most of us. For that reason, let's please give Germany a thumbs up. The country also has a lot of highly technical small and medium enterprises, which benefit more than they are hindered from the country's unique brand of capitalism. As we all understand, starting a business is a very difficult process if you don't have some kind of safety net to fall back on. The comfort that people are well looked after in the German system means that workers are both more likely to start a business and also more likely to be willing to work for a smaller, riskier company. Despite some people mistaking the Germany system for some kind of socialism, Berlin is widely considered to be the startup capital of Europe, and a lot of those businesses will one day be the global companies driving the development of the German economy. Still, on the Rhine capitalism, Germany's strong workers' protection and welfare policies are all in place to support this market system. The reunification of Germany was perhaps one of the most difficult economic procedures ever performed. The West and East had some form of competition in their economies. The West boomed as the East fell terribly further behind because of existing competitive companies in the West. The West were able to buy up plants and equipment as they were privatized after previously being owned and controlled by the socialist states. The West also got access to more workers. Anybody with any skills could earn a lot more on the existing industries in the West. So millions of Germans would commute back and forth every day to work there instead. This rapid growth in the West, mixed with the increase in money flow caused by combining the two economies, in addition to the extreme cost of transitioning the economy of the East, started to cause inflation and forced German central banks to raise interest rates to slow the economy down until everything normalized. In 2008, this difficult economic situation quickly earned Germany the title the sick man of Europe. Through all this turmoil, Germany has extensively relied on massive export industries to keep everything operating. Today we are speaking of a whole new set of challenges, with the global trade setbacks caused by a slowdown in consumer spending and business investment into all the goods and services that Germany has become famous for. With the Rhine system in place, do you think Germany will jump over these loopholes? Please don't forget to leave us your suggestions down in the comment box below. Here marks the end of our video today. We hope you guys enjoyed watching and learned something from it. And would you rate us? You can do so by simply hitting the like button, and also if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for more of our content on economy. Thanks for watching, and let's meet in our next video.